Hi, James. Dr. Jester here. Wanted to go over your paper briefly with you. Let's talk about the concept of worldview outline that you did and submitted. First, notice there is no title page, so your name is not on this paper. There's no indication who the author is. See nothing else there listing that. So you need a title page that lists the name of the class, the title of your submission, as well as your name and date. So make sure you have that in order to get a grade. Second of all, this is a decent introductory statement that provides a general idea of what's going on here. You also need a thesis statement embedded here that describes what you intend to say in the essay. You need to indent all paragraphs, make sure those are indented. Now, when we get to your response, you listed basically 5 points and talked about ultimate reality, origins, human purpose, destiny, problems in the world, and the solution for those problems. You did that in general terms. Now, if you look at the assignment instructions, let's look and see what those tell us to do. First thing they ask you to do, under concept of worldview, specify how the fundamental concepts of worldview found in all worldviews are addressed from a Christian perspective. They list ultimate reality, origins, purpose, brokenness of humanity, and restoration. Now, if you look at what I did here, I went there and provided all of those. Christianity provides this is your first statement. Christianity provides a cogent or reasoned answer for the questions posed in all worldviews. How? A, Christians believe that God is ultimate reality, that he existed in eternity before time, and that he is the creator of all things in the universe. B, Christians teach that humans were created by God and were implanted with his DNA. C, Christians teach that human purpose is to serve God, worship him, and relate to all of creation as the stewards of God on earth. Now, you could say all these things in your own terms, but those are the points. D, Christianity believes that through original sin, all were born into a life of disobedience. So sin entered the world for the first humans. That sin has just gone rampant. But E, Christianity proclaims the good news that the remedy for human sin and disobedience is through reconciliation with God through Jesus Christ and his incarnation. So that's your very first point. Those are the items you want to cover. Second of all, point number 2, if we go back over here again to the instructions, it says choose and identify a worldview other than Christianity and specify how the fundamental concepts found in all worldviews are addressed in that non-Christian perspective in terms of A, B, C, D, and E. So going back to your paper again, under that next point, I've written, while Christianity provides a complete and reasoned response to worldview questions, the religion of Islam, or you could say Hinduism, Buddhism, whatever religion you wanted to say, also provides responses for those questions as well. And then A, how does Islam, for example, address the question of ultimate reality? What is ultimate reality? What is human origins? How do they respond to that? Where do they say people came from? What do they say human purpose and destiny is? In Islam, how do they view the problem of humanity? What is the problem in their perspective? What is the solution in Islam? So those are the 4 points, or five subpoints under number 2. Number 3 should be other worldview issues that one should be aware of and take into consideration. How does that help you understand the task of missions and worldview? Point number 4 should be worldview transformation. How does that occur? That's point A. B, how does this impact missions and the discipleship process? So those are the 4 items you need to cover according to those directions we just mentioned. Now, also notice you do not have a reference section. Okay, you're going to have a reference section that lists all the sources you consulted. And then one more thing here. If you look over here of what was deleted in some of your responses, you've got this in parenthetical citation style. We're actually doing Turabian footnotes, so you have to provide complete footnotes for every time you're quoting a source or referring to a source in some way, and complete bibliographic information. Follow the style guide on this. What I'm going to need you to do is revise this and resubmit that as soon as you're able to do so. Follow the instructions I've given there, which are more in line with what the assignment was asking you to do. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.